sponsors.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 2-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 2 hours, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, and share love and light.
yes, indeed. There is a light right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 96.9, and 95.3. We are connecting to all of you all across the nation, and we are answering your questions. And well, what day are we on? 4,444 of the pandemic? I don't even know anymore. But no matter where we are navigating some unprecedented tough times. There's a lot of illusionary energy out there. Who do you believe? Where's the truth? What's the solution? What's the right next step? It's really very confusing. And when does life get back to normal? What? There is no normal? There's a new normal? Well, what does new normal look like? And how are we going to navigate these times? And how are we going to go back to feeling safe? Because no one's really feeling very safe, are they? You pick up something in the grocery store, you're like, you got a germ on you? Like, what's going on, Mr. Box? Like, I'm looking at stuff like suspect, like, all right, what's going on? So there's this fear that's permeating everything and making us feel as if we have no control. Making us feel as if this disease is going to sneak right up behind you like some bug in the darkness and get you. Now, could it, if you throw caution to the wind? I guess it could. But what are the odds? You have to look at where are you in the spectrum of possibilities? Where are you in what you're doing for self-care? How do you know for you, individually you, listening to this, that this is not just a wake-up call for you to take better self-care? And for you, that's where it'll stop. For someone else, it's something that is life-threatening. So how do we as humans know, based on the statistics and the information that seems to at times be misinformation or fake news? We don't really know what's the right answer. And the only way you can discern through the darkness is to go inside. To go inside and light the candle, find the light, and sit and discern with the all-knowing, all-powerful eyes of God. Because there is not a president, there is not a vice president, there is not a medical expert that knows your destiny. But God knows your destiny. Your soul knows exactly why you're here and part of this madness, and it's madness. And I remember driving in the car the other day and thinking to myself, wow, I never thought that some of that stuff I read in my history book was actually going to come back around and kick us. And here we are. Like, you remember reading about 1917 and 18. We remember reading about the Revolution. We remember reading about the Great Depression. We remember reading about recessions. We remember reading about the Vietnam War. We remember reading all these things. And some of you listening were parts of these experiences, depending on your age. But now we are thrown into a blend of some of the things that we've read in history, or some of you who have been on the planet for a while, you've lived through that, and we're back here again? Is it something that we have to all learn as a society, as human beings? Is there something we need to recalibrate within ourselves, within our conscious collective energy? Because how is it that we are here again? And there's been many pandemics and influenza pandemics. It has happened before. It's not just limited to 1917, 18. So how do we break from this? Or is it just the natural order of life? Is it just the natural course of life has a cycle and we're cycling back through this? And the real lesson is, how do we evolve and handle it in a different manner and fashion than we did 100 years ago? You know, it's a time for us as humans we claim to be evolved, but how evolved are we? And how is it that we're letting this fear grab a hold of us and not let us move forward? So for some of you, wherever you are in the country, you're beginning to, figure out how you're going to re-enter life. And if grocery shopping is any indication, Jiminy Crickets, hold on to your hats because it's going to be interesting. So, where do we go from here? And how are you going to let it impact your psyche? Because the thoughts, the energy, the fear becomes a dark, murky magnet to attract to you some of what you fear the most. So, this is the time for you to get aligned with what you believe and for you to tune up and tune into your light and your truth. And the only way to really do this is shut that television. I think you know what you need to know, right? How many different ways can they tell you what it's going to do? Only for them to turn around and tell you what they think they know that they didn't know before. And by the way, they were wrong before, but now they know. So there's a lot of speculation because what? It's a novel virus. It's something new. We don't know much about it. So we are living through it and experimenting together. We don't know. So in a land of the world doesn't know, the only place to turn is God, because God knows. God knows the path and the path that you must walk and the experiences you're to have. And in the world, you are your own energetic being. Even though you're a piece of this worldly experience, you have the power to discern how your life experience will be. And are we going to have our new normal be fear-based? In a time when we in the spiritual community, and I'll tell you, they were banging their tambourines and drums for years, saying, oh, we're moving out of the solar plex. We're going to the heart center. We are love. We are light. Love, love, love. Well, where's that now? Everyone is running around in fear, drop right back in the solar plex, and everyone is in a fight or flight mentality. I say everyone. We know it's not everyone. But there's this energy in the air that even if you're not in fight or flight, you can almost smell it in the air. You could be like, oh my God, there's a lot of stress out here. And you're kind of happy to go back in your house. Even though you want to go out to dinner with your friends or want to go to the movies, you're like, shoot, I'm closing the door. I'm going back in my room. Like, I'm sitting there with my little cat, Cleopatra, looking out, going, yeah, look at those birds, Cleopatra, because now there's no way you're getting out. And she's just looking at me like, are you serious? Like, I'm an indoor cat. Why would I want to go out? And I'm thinking, exactly. We're staying inside, Cleopatra. And we're looking at the outside world in the beauty. We're seeing the beauty that has now become cast down with darkness because of fear. And so, all right, so now they're beginning to introduce the re-entry. It's a re-entry program. I feel like we were on lockdown and solitary confinement for years, and now we're re-entering society. And in this re-entering, we are allowed to go outside. But don't you put your blanket on the beach, because you're in trouble. Got to keep it moving. Right? So we want to be outside. We want to admire nature. But life isn't normal anymore. So how do we dial it back? And regardless of the experiences on the outside, which I say some of this tongue-in-cheek, but we all know that a lot of this is for our own good. It's to keep some kind of unity and consistency in a land of unknown, because no one knows. So we have to go inside within our individual self and find that center, that peace, that moment of knowing who we are, and that we can be content in just going for a walk, socially distanced, and not putting our blanket on the beach and sitting outside to sunbathe, because we have had many times like that, or we've had times to go to the movies, or to be at a football game or a basketball game, or take our kids to soccer and sit outside with a group of parents. We've had those opportunities. It's not like we've never experienced them. So as a society, we can't be so spoiled that we can't do something for the greater good and be resistant, right? We can't do something and then not want to do it because I want what I want. Because we're all doing it together. But what I am led to tell you today by Spirit is that Don't let the fear be the driving force. Don't let that fear grab you that when you are enjoying the moments in your life, that you miss them because you're riddled with fear. I saw a woman leave the grocery store, put her things in the trunk. She wiped the trunk lock. She was wiping her car. Then she went and to open her door. She wiped that handle. I was like, girl, you should start a car washing business, because she was wiping it down. She went in. But the way she took off her gloves, she contaminated the whole inside of her car. So, we're trying, but we don't know. So we're learning through the process. But we also cannot be in a place of fear that we are preventing our common sense from functioning. And we're being reactive. And there are choices now that we have to make. And maybe for some of us, it's been a choice that's been a long time coming. Maybe the fact that you're not working now gives you the opportunity to make a choice to change a job. You're not working, you might as well look for a different job. You didn't like that job anyway, so maybe you don't have to go back, look for another job. Maybe you've been wanting to move and now you might have to move. So make it work in your best advantage. There are things going on that are pulling on the heartstrings and the fear of every human. Our livelihoods are being threatened. Our ability to sustain financial wellness, and for some of us, a paycheck away from being homeless, we were pretty much almost there anyhow. So this pandemic has a potential to send people over the edge. And then not being able to put food on the table for ourselves, for our children. So these are some of the things that we feared the most, some of the things that we read about in the history books that we thought was our grandparents' problem and our great-grandparents' problems and our parents' problems maybe, but not us, not the new generation, not us, because look at the world we've created. When you're of the world, you're not always of the heavens, are you? And so what we're being faced with is choices that each one of us have to make for reasons that are from the inner being. Reasons that are directed by the light, that cast into the darkness and see how we can transform a circumstance, a condition, and a situation. Even though the illusion appears bleak, how can you make it be the greatest time in your life? With a different normal, I understand. But this is a time that, in this moment, character is built. Courage is recognized. Inner potential is awakened and realized. This is the time that you can grab hold of the latest idea you've ever had and put it into action. You have that ability. You have that opportunity. So when you move yourself forward, trust that in your inner knowing, you have a light. And you could be a part of the fear and the darkness and the problems, or you could be the being of light, saying, I'm aware there's a condition that is different and displeasing at this moment. However, I choose to focus my attention and my intention on what I desire to create. When this pandemic first started, 4,444 days ago, I don't know, it's been a while, but whenever that was, it was a Saturday night before our Sunday fun day, which was going to be the first one we did from my house. The first one we had done in a while from my house. And I said to Spirit, what are you going to have me talk about tomorrow? And I got that prompting from Spirit. And Spirit said, sit down, little girl, at the piano. And lucky for me, we actually had the microphones there and everything was already set up. So they said, turn everything on. And we're going to tell you what to share with everyone. And for me, I will always remember this song that we're going to play for you as the song that sent a light through the pandemic energy and encourages us all to be a light And I'm going to share this with you because we know the theme song for this show is There's a Light. But I guess the universe, my guides and angels, gave us the song that's to assist us through this dark time. And this too, my friends, shall pass. Take a listen to this song.
For soft, rich and beautiful skin, use Beauté de Lune products. Beauté de Lune products, based on natural fruits and extracts, revitalize your skin and make you incredibly beautiful. For acne, sensitive skin, dry or oily skin, Beauté de Lune. Cleanse, moisturize and revitalize your skin with Beauté de Lune. A miracle. For your order, call us at 561-906-7466 or to our store, 2695 North North Military Trail Suite 21, or visit us online at www.beautédelune.net.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
Do you know my voice? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are Spiritually Speaking to all of you all across the nation. And we are answering your questions right here on WWNN at 888-565-1470. And we're just so excited to connect with all of you and to answer your questions. And we are answering questions on Facebook. Let's say hi to some of our friends on Facebook. We've got quite the group gathered here. And thank you, everyone who came to our Sunday Fun Day. We had a spectacular time at my piano. If you enjoyed that song that we just did, well, you can pop on over to my website and see some of the other songs that I have written, channeled by Spirit. What you just heard was the actual writing of the song. I can't even reproduce it until I go learn the song, just like somebody else would have to. So we are just channeling this music for all of you. You can also catch my Instagram that has all of our channeled songs there live. As it's being done on our Sunday Fun Days, we've kind of edited them out of the Sunday Fun Days so that you can actually hear individual songs that were written by you, my listeners. You give me a word, you give me a phrase, you give me a sentence, you give me a condition or a circumstance going on in your life, and we musically create something that's an answer for all of you. So let's see who we've got on Facebook before I go to my phone lines at 888-565-1470. Kimberly Griffith. Kimberly says, hey, Sarah, may I ask if you see more of my gifts strengthening through my new venture? Let's take a look, Kimberly. You know, the first thing to make me aware of is very interesting. I see here, you are in this clearing of old energy. And what's so powerful about the clearing of the energy for you is it gives you an opportunity to enhance what is to come for you next. By letting go of old conditions and paradigms and beliefs of that you are not good enough and not worthy, you allow the gifts that are very inherent to you to shine through. And I do see that your new venture is going to allow you to be the way shower, the spokesperson, and the bright light that you've come to be. Look for it to really start to settle in the month of August. So take a look at that timeline as a marker in time, and then you'll be able to appreciate how far you've come. thank you, Kimberly Griffith, for your Facebook question. Before we go to the phone lines, we're going to take another call from our Facebook, and we've got Deborah Cumberledge. Deborah says, hey, Sarah, you got a message for me? Well, Deborah, let me tell you this. The first thing that I see for you is that this is a time for you to expand, for you to transcribe, and for you to transcend all the energy around you. You are on this path of greatness. I feel as if there's some journaling, some writing that you need to do so that you can discern what is your right next step. Because I feel as if there's I really want to say a book or a blog or something that's meant to come for you. So thank you, Deborah Cumberledge, for your Facebook question. All right, we're going to go right back to the phone lines, and we're going to go to Kathy. And Kathy is in Miami. Kathy, how are you? Hi, Kathy. How are you doing? Yes, Kathy.
Yes, I'm doing good. Ron. I'm doing pretty good.
You're on. Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. I am Sarah Spiritual, and we got you. Yes. And how can I help you tonight, Kathy?
Well, I just want to, just give me a general reading. I guess.
You know what I love? What you got going on is I'd really love a question because, girl, you got a lot going on. So, what's your question?
I just want just give me a general. Just give me a reading. You just give me a reading. Just go.
You obviously don't want to follow instructions tonight, do you, Kathy?
No, not really.
Ask me a question, Kathy. Spirit is prompting me to come right back at you and say, okay. I want you to ask me a question because there's something specific going on that you really want to know, and you just want to see if it's going to come up, but I want you to ask. So what's your question?
Okay, let's say love and finances.
Okay, so there is a particular partner that you have a question about. Is that true?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Maybe, yes. What is that person's first name?
Brian.
Okay, because they're telling me on my paper that you really have, deep down inside, you've got a question about a boyfriend, yes? Or quasi-boyfriend. Yeah. And your questioning, is he really my boyfriend? Because I don't know, because he's acting a little suspicious and shady to me, and I'm not quite sure what to do. And I just want Sarah Spiritual to pull it right out of the air and go, I don't know, your boyfriend's not being true with you. That's what you want me to say. Can't say that, honey. Because what I see is a guy who is not being affectionate enough, committed enough, connected enough, and he's sending you a lot of mixed signals. But I'm also seeing that you're a real tough chick, and you tend to push people away, and if they kind of do something that doesn't meet your standard, you kind of shut them down. So I don't think you're getting the clear picture of him, nor is he getting the clear picture of you. So you're sending mixed signals, he's sending mixed signals, and the two of you are missing each other altogether. So this is a time for you to sit him down and say, look, this is what I'd like to have in a connection with a partner. Is that something you would like to have? And really be true and vulnerable and authentic. You've got nothing to lose by sharing that. Okay? And then, when you talk to him and he responds, you don't roll your eyes like you do. You don't make a face. You just allow him to express himself, and then you go on with your night. And then when you're alone, you sit and say, does that feel like an answer that is truthful for me and is going to meet my needs?
Right.
Because I feel as if you two are missing the mark here. This is true, yes? We're together but apart. We're disconnected. We're not on the same page, yes?
Yeah, because it's kind of up and down. We kind of like friends. We're not friends. We're friends. We're not friends.
Okay, well, see?
We've been doing this for so long, so I don't know what it is. I don't know what to call it.
But that's why you have to speak your truth. This is what I would like to have in a partnership. Are you in for this or not? And whatever he says, you have to sit with that information. You see, a lot of times when people call, they want me to say, you have to do this, break up with him. I can never tell anyone to do that because that's your free will choice. All I can do is direct you to notice what you need to notice so that you can be true to yourself and empower yourself and stop giving your power away to someone who is not showing up. At this point, we need to be more than friends, not friends.
Right. I kind of like that's the thing. I kind of like the friend and not friend thing going on.
Okay, so then who's not emotionally ready, right? That's why I said you're pushing him away.
It's probably me, huh?
Yeah. You have to do the work on this one.
Right.
So,
This,
as much, let me just say this sentence for you. As much as you want to have a relationship,
right.
you're too guarded to have a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but we love each other. It's just a strange type of relationship.
Sugar, honey, that's not
It's,
love. That's not love.
weird.
That's not love. That's friends with, I don't know. That's not love. That's really not a love.
But that's the way I like it, though. So it's kind of, no.
Right. Right? So, see? So you see how I can't just read you because you're too complicated to just read you when you want me to talk about one specific thing. And I know that this is so important to you. So you have to be honest and true with yourself, Kathy, and give yourself permission. And if it is true, and we're going to close with this, if it is true that you don't really want a partner that is consistently showing up, then don't be fretting about it. Because one minute you're saying this is how I want it, and the next minute it's bothering you that he's not available when you want him to be. So you've got to make up your mind. You can't do both things, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Kathy, thank you so much. No more. I got to keep moving. All right, honey. Thank you so much. God bless you, and hope to hear from you again soon. Bye for now.
All right.
Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got Victoria. And Victoria, she's in Palm Coast. Victoria, how are you tonight?
Hi. Good. Hi, Sarah.
Well, good to know that you're living in Florida now.
Yes. Well, luckily moving to the new home is great for lockdown. I got to paint, arrange furniture, do all that stuff. So
good.
I guess my question is there any new messages from angel or spirits since in this house, for this house?
Can I have not the street address, just the house number, please?
15.
Okay. Well, this is a time for you to really network in the house and around the house. So to meet new people and establish yourself in the community, this house seems to be nestled in a little bit of a treasure land. It seems to be a beautiful little spot with a lot of connectivity to other locations. Is that true?
Yes.
And I also feel as if that house is going to give you a nice sense of peace. Did you set up a place for your spiritual quietness or meditation?
Oh,
please? Yes. Because I feel like there's something really special about that house when you go to meditate. And is that off to the right-hand side of the house, please, when you face the front door? Okay, that's where I see a good spot for meditation and connection in the house. I'm also made aware of the beauty behind the house that makes me feel as if it brings all the fairies and the guides and the nature animals around you. This makes sense to you, yes?
Yes.
Okay. It's a good choice, a good house, and you feel much more comfortable there than you did in the other home, yes?
I do.
You do. And also I feel the presence of a lot of angels and loved ones on the other side that try to connect with you there, not in a way that are disruptive, but just so that you know that they are with you. So you are much more settled in the flow of spirit, which will allow you to receive much more messages of inspiration. All right?
Oh, good.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you very
Victoria. Good night. God bless you. Stay well.
Good night.
Bye.
God bless. Bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to come right back to the phone lines. 888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back. We're going to take a minute to see where we're going to go with everything here. So let's pull a question from our Facebook feed and see before we go to commercial. Okay, just waiting for we can go to commercial now. My board op is back. We're going to take a minute and have a break. And then when we come back, we're going to Facebook and back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
For soft, rich, and beautiful skin, use Beauté de Lune products. Beauté de Lune products, based on natural fruits and extracts, revitalize your skin and make you incredibly beautiful. For acne, sensitive skin, dry or oily skin, Beauté de Lune. Cleanse, moisturize and revitalize your skin with Beauté de Lune. A miracle. For your order, call us at 561-906-7466 or to our store, 2695 North Military Trail Suite 21, or visit us online at www.beautédelune.net.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
Back here live on WWNN 1470 AM 96.9, 103.9, 95.3, and 1470 AM. Phew, that's a mouthful. Well, welcome everybody. We are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and that's me, Sarah Spiritual, and we're answering your questions. If you'd like to know more about the work I do, go to sarahspiritual.com, S-A-R-A-H, spiritual.com, and learn more about my work, my products, my music, all the classes we have. Speaking of classes, drum roll please, we've got some really cool things coming up. We have on Monday night, the power of candles and prayer. We are going to be talking about the wonderful way to use candles to connect to the energy and make a difference in your life and in your spiritual connection, the spiritual power of candles and prayers. But wait, we're not done. We've got another class coming up, and that's going to be on May 7th. So we've got a class this Monday, which is May 4th. And then we've got another class. What day is that? Where's the next one? Drum roll, please. The full moon class. He's looking. He don't know where it went. There we go. We got so many things here. I'll tell you what, these people can't keep up with me. Whatever. May 7th, everyone. Be there or be square. We have a full moon emotional awakening. Let me tell you what's going to happen on this full moon in case you didn't know. Yeah, we're going to be howling at the moon like a wolf. So happy we're finally out of the house is pretty much what's going to happen. But essentially, it's a time to release and let go of a lot of the energy that's been holding you that, interestingly enough, deals with a lot of the illusionary energy and the limited conditions that have weighed you down. And you have an opportunity to release the confrontational energy that has been blocking you for years. This is a time for you to release and to set the intention in this very powerful moon that is going to allow you to feel free. So we're going to do a wonderful class on this and how to utilize that energy, and we're going to have this beautiful connection of release and a wonderful ceremony. So that's on the 5th. I just realized when I looked at both those dates, I was like, one's on Monday, one's on Thursday. Oh, no wonder no one can keep up with me. We're going to keep going, everyone, because we've got some great things. And be on the lookout. Put your ear to the window. Take a listen, because we have a spiritual boot camp coming up. We don't have any information to give you just yet, but it's in the making. And I want you to be on board for the spiritual boot camp, because I think after all this, shoot, we need a spiritual workout. So, as well, let's get physical in the spiritual world and let's make it happen, everyone, because we want to embrace our gifts and we want to be able to trust our own intuition. Let's see. I think we are going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to B, and B is in Fort Lauderdale. B, how are you? And everyone, we're welcoming your phone calls at 888-565-1470. B, how are you tonight?
I'm great. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Oh, you're welcome, B. Good to hear your voice. Good to connect with you. This is a powerful time for you. I hope you're building and creating during this time. Are you using this time wisely?
I'm listening to your things, and it's just very uplifting. And yeah, I'm trying to get as much in, and trying to get into listen to everybody that's out there.
Yes.
But I feel stuck. You know what I mean? Like I don't know where my path is, and I guess that's what was my question for you.
Okay. So first thing they tell me is you're in your head too much. Boom.
Oh yeah.
Always overthinking, overanalyzing, and you've got to drop down into your heart. And you want to ask yourself this question, B. When you think of doing something, first question you ask yourself is, how does doing it make me feel? You see, B, you are the person who can lead people to do anything. You're very logical, methodical. You have a way about you. You can manage projects. But you also have this beautiful creative energy that you're not giving permission to express. There's beautiful color around you. There's beautiful music, which lets me know that the angels of harmony and beauty are very much around you. And they're trying to inspire you to put together something that's and they give me these words, your own baby, your own project, your own way of building a career for yourself that's different than what you've done before. And I know you're wrapping your head around different ideas that could empower yourself and empower others. And I feel like we're just putting our foot upon the path. Is there an idea or a business that we're launching right about now? Does that make any sense to you?
Well, I have gifts as well, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. I do certain things, but I'm trying to figure out what the next step is. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense, because we've got an idea, we've got the inspiration, but we have to launch it. We have to hit the go button. So first thing is that we have healing energy, yes. We have motivational energy, and we have intuitive skills. Is that also true, yes?
Yes.
And we're very good at clearing energy. That's something that you're really good at, the energetic balancing. Is that also true, yes?
Yes, that's
okay.
Right.
And I'm also hear a lot of music around you. So are we using healing and meditation and music around you, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to put it all together. Why does it have to be one thing?
That's where and then I'm also a medium, so it gets confusing for me sometimes, like what direction to go in.
No, get out of your head. Listen, just hear me and follow this. Just hear this. You are a conduit for the expression of God. So when you're in front of person A, they get one aspect of you. When you're in front of person B, they get a different aspect. But in the essence, it is the totality of the expression of your gifts in God through you. Pure and simple. You're trying to label it because your intellectual, analytical mind is saying that. So if you want to tell someone who you are and what you do and what you bring to the table as your business or your project, you can say, I'm an intuitive that utilizes multiple modalities to assist you on your spiritual path.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You understand? And this way you are not pinning yourself in any one place.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's on the radio and it's also on Facebook. So you can go back to Facebook right before the 6 o'clock hour at like 5:53. or 6:53, I should say. And you can kind of find this marker on the Facebook, write down exactly what Spirit just told me to tell you, and that becomes your statement of who you are. And then as you step into that knowing of who you are, B, you begin to embrace that and you use that as your building block for your business. Don't pigeonhole yourself in. You're a vast being with multiple gifts.
Oh, this is great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, B. You're welcome. And how did you hear about the show, B?
So many people have recommended you, and I've listened before, but I just, you're fantastic, and you have such wonderful energy. I just feel it.
Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to maybe working with you someday. Perhaps you'll take some of our classes. We'll help you streamline some of this so that you can hit the ground running and really impact mankind the way you're destined to. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much. Many blessings.
God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. We are going to take another call here at 888-565-1470. We're going to pop on up to the first call on the board. That would be 301. So let's just pull that caller out for me. And let's see. Zena. Zena, how are you?
Pretty good, first time caller.
Oh, Zena, welcome. Good to have a connection with you. How'd you hear about the show, Zena?
My brother.
Who's your brother?
He's always talking about you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Miss Zena, what's your birthday?
July 4th.
Born on the 4th of July. Look at you. Okay, so here we go. So the first thing, honey, they make me aware of is that this is really an important time for career. Laying down some groundwork, moving some things forward, getting yourself in sync. And I feel like there's another level, another echelon, another test, another certification, something else we need to do to move yourself up where you want to go in career. Does that make any sense to you?
It is. I am unemployed at the moment, and I've always been dabbling about what is the ideal choice of career for myself.
Okay. You're unemployed now because of the pandemic, or you were unemployed prior to that?
Oh, prior to that, too.
Okay. So here's the opportunity of a lifetime for you. For you to take the time to ask yourself this question: who did I come to be in this world?
Mm-hmm.
Pure and simple. You came to be of assistance to others. You know this to be true. You inspire women all the time, correct? And they tell me you have a story behind your story. Is that true?
It is true.
Okay. And they also tell me that through your trials and tribulations, you can inspire other people to greatness, yes?
Yeah.
I also see that there's a lot of healer energy with you, and I also feel that you're very attuned to herbs and other energies to help people heal. Is that also true?
I did work in that field for like 8 years.
Yes. That is one of your core competencies. It's just fine-tuning it to an environment that makes you feel comfortable, because you felt very squashed in that environment because of the regulations, yes?
It was not the right workplace.
It wasn't, but it is the right career. It's just we need a different version and a different atmosphere. This makes sense to you, Zena, yes?
It does.
Okay. So I also see a lot of intuitive messages that come to you, especially in the dream state. You're very gifted through the dreams. This is also true, yes?
I've been like that all my
All your
life.
life.
I've worked on intuition.
Right. That comes from the grandmother, the mother's mother energy, very intuitive, strong being in the family, matriarchal being. So that energy has been transcended through the generations, all right? I also see here that we're trying to create a better energy for love for ourselves as well. Is that also true?
And particularly in the home.
Yes. That energy is off in this relationship energy, yes?
Very off.
Very off. And I also feel as if we've been disconnected, and I'm going to take you back to the very beginning of 2018. So the past 2 years have been very difficult in this relationship. And when I move you to the end of last year, November particularly, we almost had a complete divide. Is that true?
Yes, you are correct.
I know. And so when I see that energy, I'm very much aware that you have to kind of regroup and re-clear the energy and be certain what it is you want from this relationship, because we're not hearing each other. They're waving me off, Zena. I welcome you to the show. I hope I've given you some insight. I hope you call again or visit my website. Perhaps we can have a personal session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
We're going to take a minute, everyone, to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, well, there is a light, and that light is you. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
And there's a light that brightens up my day.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Phone lines are open at 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
The sun begins to set and close out the day, and the moon begins to rise. It says hello as the sun says goodbye. The birds ride the wind and know where they're to go. They're just cruising by, singing a song or two for you and I. The ocean meets the sand and whispers to it too, come dance with me and lose yourself deep in the sea. Oh, the world, it works so beautifully together. Oh, the world, it seems in harmony. Why can't you and I live together in harmony? The butterfly emerges from deep within the cocoon. It was hiding for a while, getting ready to show its beauty and change. The winds begin to blow and dance with the trees and twirl the leaves around as they dance in the sunlight. The rain, it begins to fall and everything washes off, all shiny and new, just like me and you. When we were once born, the world is there together as one.
With Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, call in and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, and share love and light.
Yes, indeed, there is a light right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 103.9 and 96.9. And we're answering your questions all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And we're going to take a question from Facebook. We've got some people on Facebook. Got to see what's going on here. Who else do we have here? We've got Marlena Crow. Marlena Crow's been going through some tough times, I know, and she says, could you please tell me if Spirit has any message for me? You know, Marlena, I know one of the concerns you have is that you're concerned about your health and sustaining and maintaining that health and also the financial wellness of your family. I do see that you're going to pass through this. Well, it might feel a little uncomfortable, but you will come through this fine, and financially you will be able to sustain yourself. I also know that there's been a lot of emotional disruption around you, and it's for you to strictly stay in your lane and not allow the chatter of others to rob you of your inner peace and your inner beauty. Thank you, Marlena Crow, for your Facebook question. Let's take another question from Facebook. Let's see who else we have here. B. Mark. B. Mark says, hi, ladies. Do you see a message for me, please? And I have a feeling that we just talked to B right here on Facebook. But B, if this is you, I do see some great movement for you in the land of career. And let me see here, B. Let me see, 5. I got it for you right now. So here we go. So the first thing they're telling me is that this is a time for your creativity, a time for you to make some true connections and network with the people who are going to fortify the creativity that is you. I see you launching a project or expanding a project that was already in existence this year, and it's all about how creative and how out of the box can you go, B. Thank you so much, B, for your Facebook question. We're going to take another question from Facebook before I go back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. And we've got Helene Marquez. She says, hi, hope everyone's doing well, and she would love a message. So I see this as a new beginning, a fresh start, a clean slate for you this 2020 time. What a time to have a clean slate, honey. In a little bit of murky waters, this too shall pass. Helene, I see that you, Helen, are going to have this wonderful opportunity to move forward, and I actually feel some kind of movement, either movement of job or movement of career. There's movement coming for you. Last year, I feel like, God, we were a little bit tired. It was a little bit uncomfortable. I feel like last year was proved to be problematic, but what I say to you now, Helen, is just trust that this is going to all even out for you, and that by around July, August, you're going to feel as if you finally got your celebration kind of just in time for your birthday, Miss Leo. And you're going to feel the energy and the magnificence of the beautiful lion that you are. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. We're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I'm going to go to Lydia. Lydia is in Georgia. Lydia, how are you tonight?
I'm doing magnificent, yes.
Good, and staying healthy and well there in Georgia, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Doing
good.
better.
And you're on lockdown, yes?
Oh, yes. Don't want to go out, but I have to go in the mornings, but just in the mornings. But I'm trying to be more safe than try not to get around people that they'll never regret. Might as well be safe.
Might as well be as safe as you can, and absolutely know that you are absolutely protected as well. What is your question for me, Lydia? How can I best help you tonight?
Is there any love for me or anyone waiting for me out there?
Well, didn't you see the guy on the street corner? He's been there for 4 years. What happened? You didn't catch him?
No, I guess he just got out of my hands.
Well,
I haven't kept it.
I'm kidding, but I do see someone coming for you, my dear. I just know that you actually were on a lockdown before the lockdown began. And so one of the issues is that you haven't been out socializing because you really weren't feeling well. And now I feel as if you're just starting to feel better. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
And if you are open and receptive and you start to go out a bit more, and I just mean out to be out, I do believe we are going to meet someone. You are not going to spend the rest of your life by yourself. I do see a partner coming for you. I do feel when I look at this energy, I feel as if it is somewhere between the end of this year and the end of next year. We've got about a 12-month window. It's a 2020 into 2021 time. This is when the energy in your spirit is ready to receive someone in your life. You really don't trust people, so it's kind of hard for people to get to know you because you really don't let them in. So we have to kind of feel that feeling, that prompting from your angels that you've got the right person in front of you, yes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So we're going to allow that to happen and trust that someone is coming for you. In the meantime, you're going to do your best to stay well. So are you familiar with something that's kind of called like a mincemeat pie, please?
Can you repeat that?
Mincemeat pie. There's a meat pie. Are you familiar with a meat pie?
No, ma'am.
Okay. There is a shepherd's pie, maybe? Do you know what that is?
No, ma'am.
Okay. There is a pie, I can't make this stuff up, that is in the heavens that looks like a pie that has meat in it instead of like apples. Who used to make a pie in a pie crust or a casserole with the pie crust and used to serve it for food for dinner for the regular every night family meal? Who is that, please? Female energy.
My grandma.
Do you remember her making a pie with meat in it, please?
Yes.
Okay. What did you call it?
Well, I call it, but in Spanish.
Well, say it in Spanish. Well, tell me in Spanish.
Okay. Cacerola de pozole. I mean, it's good, but it has more like meat, but it's a pie thing.
Right, and it's lots of meats in it, right? Lots of different meats in it, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a woman on the other side. This way, I'm like, I got a meat pie. I'm like, give me a pizza pie. I'm starving, but I got a meat pie. And so she's standing there with this meat pie as if she's going to serve family dinner. It's almost like we need to sit down together in family dinner. That's why I was like, what's the meat pie? In English, they would call it like a shepherd's pie or a mincemeat pie. But I don't know what it is in Spanish, you see. That's why I had to have you tell me. So say it again for all of our listeners. What kind of pie is it?
Like a pozole pie.
Okay. So I want you to know your grandmother brings that as a gift of plenitude, wellness, fortitude, sense of family, sitting together. She's bringing you this so that you feel that you are nurtured and loved because it was so nurturing and warming to the soul to eat that pie. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
She brings you that so that you know you are well and you will not be sitting at the dinner table alone forever, for sure. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for your call, honey. God bless you. Bye for now.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got to go to Paula. Paula is in Lakeland. Paula, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Paula. And how can we be of assistance to you tonight?
I just want to know if you have any messages for my sister.
Oh, yes, your sister. Yes. Let me see if I can get a stronger connection with her. I know we talked last week, yes, and the week before.
Yes.
Let me see here. Did we get an autopsy back, please?
No, we didn't. We had to wait for 4 more weeks.
Why are they making you wait so long?
I don't know. I guess because of the coronavirus, and they're a little behind, I guess.
Okay. So, as far as you know, did your, yeah, because they wanted to run a toxicology report. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Because I feel like there was something, every time I connect with your sister, it's like I get another piece. So thank you for trusting me and sharing me in this experience. I feel like there's something in her
You're welcome.
system. Something in her system. Something didn't mix or something was in her system.
Okay.
Did you know if your sister dabbled in some different substances at times, Paula?
I don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out what happened to her.
I understand that. And I feel like something was in her system. And the story is that nobody was there when she passed, please? And they found her? Is that the story?
Her husband and the kids found her in the bed.
In the bed, yeah. See, it's almost, I see it like this. Something's in the system causes a reaction in the body, so it may not necessarily be an actual drug use. And then I feel as if there's an aneurysm or something happens, and she loses consciousness. This is how it's like, remember I told you when I very first connected with you, I was like, you asked about your sister, and I said, all I see is darkness. And it's almost like the lights went out for her. That's how I see it. So the one thing I can tell you is that your sister did not suffer. It was lights out. That's just the darkness. And because she wasn't expecting that in her physical being, and so she went, and when I first connected with you, I remember you're asking, and I'm going, all I see is darkness, because she had literally just passed, I don't know, it's that day or the day before. I can't recall the call we had because I'm always in spirit, so I don't remember the details, but I saw the darkness, and so I feel like something happened in her sleep state, but it was triggered by something, and that's what they're looking for.
Okay.
Okay. I do hope Paul. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. This is she had a secret, and that she was going to take it to her grave, and I think she knows who the father is of her son,
right.
And she wouldn't tell us. Like, can she tell us now, or?
Probably not on national radio. That would require me to sit with you in a personal session and really get into her energy, and you still need a little more time with that because she's still kind of cultivating her energy into the spirit world. So it's not quite strong enough for me to sit and have a 30-minute conversation with her and deliver the information. Okay. But continue to pray for her. I think I had told you to light a candle for her. Light a candle, continue to pray for her, Paula. All right?
Okay.
All right, honey. So sorry for your loss during a difficult time, and now you lost your sister. And what is her little son's name, please?
Jake.
Okay. And her husband's first name?
David.
Okay. All right. I will work with her, and then someday perhaps you and I get to sit for a session together. Thank you so much, Paula, and my condolences to you and your family, and may you have all the answers that you need to find peace in your hearts. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go right back to the phone lines and to Facebook at 888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me.
For soft, rich, and beautiful skin, use Beauté de Lune products. Beauté de Lune products, based on natural fruits and extracts, revitalize your skin and make you incredibly beautiful. For acne, sensitive skin, dry or oily skin, Beauté de Lune. Cleanse, moisturize, and revitalize your skin with Beauté de Lune. A miracle. For your order, call us at 561-906-7466 or to our store, 2695 North Military Trail Suite 21, or visit us online at www.beautédelune.net.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
Standing in a room, and I'm right here in WWN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 103.9 and 96.9, and we are answering your questions all across the nation. This is our 533rd live show, and in just a couple weeks, coming up on 11 years hanging out with all of you on national radio. What a treat it's been to talk to all of you and to connect through some interesting times. We've been through some tough financial times, some interesting times across the world, and now we get to share a pandemic together. Can't make this stuff up. What? So we are really glad to connect and know that you are all healthy and well. And listen, do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. But remember to separate yourself from the energy of fear. Going right to Facebook, I need to pull some questions from Facebook and then back to the phone lines, 888-565-1470. And I've got Muneka Chula, and she says, hey, does Spirit have any messages regarding my relationship? You know, this relationship seems to run a little hot and cold and makes me feel as if sometimes you lose your patience and don't know if you really want to be in the relationship. But I also see a strong connection. I don't have the partner's birthday, but I will tell you that you are really in this great place of connecting and creating new opportunities for yourself and for you personally. As we close out of 2020, it's the perfect time to get married, honey. So I think if we are going to really move this relationship forward, now's the time to really have that clear talk and see, are we in or are we out? Because I think, Muneka Chula, there's some conversation and communication that needs to be ironed out between the two of you, and we need to establish some more consistency. And you're either in or you're out. So this is your chance, my dear, to really be open-hearted, let your guard down, and truly enjoy the company that you have and allow each other to express themselves. Thank you so much, Muneka Chula, for your Facebook question. We're going to pull another one from Facebook and then right back to the phone lines, 888-565-1470. Oh, we've got our friend Joy Christina Wright. Joy Christina Wright says, hey, here is the $1,000,000 question. Thank you, Joy Christina Wright, for asking this question. Will I be able to pay my bills? Yeah, welcome to the world, right? But she says, if I start an accessory crafting business I've gotten ideas for. You know, this is a great thing to start to build momentum, and you can pay your bills with that. But the key to all of this is going to be your marketing strategy, identifying the right target audience, and promoting to people who have that of an interest. So this time, this weird time, is the perfect time for you to perfect the skills, for you to perfect the accessory and crafts that you're going to be promoting, build up some connections in inventory and distribution, and then begin to build a mailing list and a target audience. So it gives you a little project to work on. So let's say, yes, you can, but for right now, Joy Christina Wright, let's make it a little bit of a side hustle until things get a hustling and bustling coming into the holiday season. So we'll kind of move you into October and see you picking up some momentum in this accessory crafting business. Thank you, Joy Christina Wright, for your Facebook question. We're going to pull another one from Facebook before I go right back to the phone lines. We've got calls in Vegas, in New York, all across the country. Annie McCauley, she says, hi, do you have a message for me? Annie McCauley, you know, I look at your energy, and the first thing they tell me is that you are a bright light and you love making a difference in other people's lives. And you're very spiritually connected and intuitive. This year promises to be a year of you really learning to center yourself and practice more meditation so that you can connect more with your angels and guides, because they are very much with you. Thank you, Annie McCauley, for your Facebook question. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to New York, New York. I've got Andy on the line. Andy, how are you?
Hi, Sarah.
How are you doing, Andy? How's life in New York?
Not too good.
Not too good. Where are you in New York again?
I'm upstate actually Monticello area.
Okay.
You,
I'm familiar.
So you seeing Donna?
Yes. Yes.
You remember my daughter?
I do.
You know
yes.
my wife?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You see my wife now?
Around you, yes.
You know, my wife passed away Thursday, so I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know, you know, if she's with Donna. Or...
Yes, she is with Donna. Her energy's not strong for me to access her.
No?
Not yet, because she's in her transition. Okay.
Oh. Yes,
takes a little.
right.
Yeah, it takes a little time to process from physical density to just the light of spirit. But yes, she's going right to Donna, and see, there's so much music around Donna that I know that the two of them are going to be singing together. And Andy, I'm so sorry for your loss. I know that you gave everything you could to your wife.
Yes. You know, I did 5 years with her.
Yes.
Actually, 7 years if you count when she was, you know, around, talking.
Yes.
But then she went right into that bed stuff. And
yeah.
I told her to go. I didn't want to suffer no more. I told her, go stay with Donna.
Yes.
And my son, you know, my others. They told me that was Matthew.
Yes.
That son, that was. So she finally was going to meet him.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
You know, in time, I guess.
They'll all be together and supporting you. And how are you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm dealing with it. No, I'm not happy, but I'm dealing with it because that's God's wish. So I got no, you know. There must be a reason. You know, I believe He's got reasons for everything.
Absolutely.
So I do it. You know, I deal with it, and I'm not mad about it. You know.
Well,
I'm lonely about it, but I have to deal with it.
And Andy, I know that she held on a really long time just to be with you and to suffer. And also what I see here, Andy, is that, she really didn't realize Donna had gone until the very end. Yes, until the very end, because when she was ready to cross, she could still be in this energy. She could feel the energy of Donna, you see. So that was her joy. was to see
You
Donna.
know why? You're right, because just before she passed, she opened her eyes wide and she was looking at the ceiling, in the corner of the ceiling, and she stood like that with her eyes very wide and very glassy or shiny.
Yes.
And then she just thought, a good 5 minutes, I said, wow, she ain't even blinking. Because I was with her. I held her hand from 11 o'clock in the morning till 9:30 at night, 9:20 when she passed. And then she closed her eyes slow, took 3 more breaths, and then stopped. And,
because she saw Donna,
that's
she
what I
saw
believe,
family, she saw God, and she knew it was safe to go to the light. She could see that.
Yeah.
Could see that. And that's that, for people who have passed and come back to life, that's that moment where they just feel this wonderful warmth and peace and light and love. And you did everything you could to support your wife, your daughter, through their illnesses and the history that you had together, and to bring them both the care and the peace that they need. And now you are here to continue living your life and taking care of yourself.
Yeah, well, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I know you take care of you know those things.
Yes.
I guess I only know from guessing. But when you tell me that, I feel better. Good. But I figured Donna came out because she was so bad, and then all of a sudden she opened her eyes. She looked like she was a little. I knew she was looking at either Donna or Jesus or her mother or her mother. I don't know. But no, I know somebody was up there.
Everybody was up there. It was like a welcoming committee. So.
Yeah. And you know what happened? Being that I was hungry, I threw a knish in my toaster oven. And this is crazy, but...
Only you.
And then after she passed, about just 2 seconds, 3 seconds, the bell rang.
Oh.
And I said, there was a girl here with me, one of the aides. She says, oh my, somebody got her wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, baby, you're right. Oh, my God.
I said, her wings are made out of knishes now, thanks to you. So.
Yeah, right. Oh, my God. I said, holy cow, is that coincident? Holy.
It is.
But anyway,
we have to find joy in these moments of such sorrow and loss, knowing that she's not here on the physical earth, but know that she's free of pain, as is Donna. So.
Oh, my God, her face. You know what happened? She went down to 70 pounds.
Right.
And her face was sunken in like, when you get skinny and stuff.
Right.
So I had to call the nurse up to, sign up what time she passed. But I turned around and I looked at her, and she looked like a porcelain doll.
Yeah.
Her face came full, shiny, and not a wrinkle in her face, just puffy again. Not puffy,
Right.
She was never heavy. But so I opened her eyes. I mean, I wanted to see her. I said, "Oh my God, I can't." What? Hugging her, kissing her, so smooth.
Right.
And I told the guy the undertaker that came out I said, I want to keep her overnight. I don't want to miss this, from being sick all these years, and now I'm looking at a beautiful girl. Right. She was so pretty, and her face was so like a porcelain doll. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was happy I seen that part,
And you and I, Andy, have known each other for years, right? Years.
I know.
Coming to the center.
10 years, maybe more. Who the hell knows? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we're still here telling the story. So, Andy, I hope you find your way when the pandemic calms down to come down to South Florida. And
well, now I could do, I could do a lot of things now. I also had a stent put in the day I had to rush her to the hospital when she got pneumonia. The doctor told me to come home and go rest for a couple of days. And I got home, she was sick as a dog. I had to rush her to the hospital the same day, and I had to sit there for 8 days with her in the hospital because I don't leave her,
I know.
Because the nurses are so busy, and I come home. So, but I'm doing better too now. I'm okay.
Good. So we will see you soon. You're fine. You listen. You take a licking and keep on ticking, no matter what, right? Only you would be running around with disease in your body and caring for everyone else, or all the things that have happened to you, and now a stent. You're here for a reason, and just know that you always looked out for her and you did everything you could to make her feel loved. And My
I tried,
condolences. I know it's sad to see her go, but she's not suffering anymore. And thank you for
No,
always being connected with us. We think of you
I
often
do.
and fondly,
Oh,
all of us in my team.
I know.
We always think of you.
I always think of you too. I tell so many people about you. I said, well, when you call her, just tell her I sent you.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you. Thank you, Andy. God bless you. Sorry for your loss,
Okay.
and we will be in touch
Okay.
soon. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the information. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it now.
Bye for
All right,
now.
hon?
All right, be well. Bye.
Okay, thank you. You too. God bless.
God bless you. 888-565-1470. We're hearing a lot of that. People leaving the planet for different reasons. And in the case of Andy, and he's rather modest about all that he's done for his wife and his family, but he's battled his own diseases, leukemia, he had his stent, and yet he always put them first. And so we trust that they are resting in peace and that he will have some peace and time to care for himself on this earth. We are going to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Monique, and Monique is in Las Vegas. Monique, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great, Monique, and is this your first time calling us?
It is. It is my first time.
Well, welcome. How did you hear about the show?
A friend of mine, she told me about you, and so she was pinging me like, she's on, get on, get on. So
Aw, that's
I'm
so
here.
Sweet. That's so sweet. Well, tell your friend I said thank you. And let's see what we've got going on for you. What's your question for me, Monique?
Well, I've been seeing this guy, and I'm just trying to see where it's going to go because we're talking about moving in together, but I'm just a little, I just want to make sure I'm making the right move.
Well, you're also a very free spirit, and you don't like anyone trying to clip your wings, so...
Yeah.
You want to be settled and have a partner, but you're like, do not try to tie me down, mister, because you're going to be out on the street. What is his birthday, please?
7969.
And we've been together for, what, 7 months, 6 months?
Yes.
Okay. Because if that's what it feels like to me. I can only go by the energy, so that's why I go 7-6. That's what it feels like to me. Here's a very solid person. I see someone who is really in this energy of he's ready for commitment and connection again. He seems like he's able to stand on his own, secure in himself. He also is very insensitive, a little moody, and be sure you know what you're getting yourself into because he can get a little moody and sometimes you come on a little strong. So you guys have to kind of back down a bit. But he seems like he's very much into giving this a go. We never know until we try, yes?
Right.
And I feel as if he's healed from the past relationship he had because I feel like he was in a relationship for a period of time prior to you. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I don't know if it's 17 years he was in that relationship or something, but it was a long-term relationship, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Spirit gives me the number 17. I don't know if that's the amount of time, but that's what it feels like. I feel as if this is going to be a good next step for you. I feel as if we need to have a better understanding as to the roles we're going to have. I think we just need to understand the dynamics because you're both a little set in your ways. So you need to be able to give each other your space and still feel connected. But I feel like you feel very comfortable with him, and it's almost as if you're afraid to trust it, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Let this play out. I think there's a timeline that we want to move in together coming into July or August. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we've got another month and a half or so before we really commit to anything. Have some really good basic conversations as to how we want life to be and begin to make your plans. And give yourself permission to be happy. Don't be always waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's me.
I know. But you know what, honey? You have to let him in order for you two to see if it can really work.
Right. That's true. That is very true.
And I see we have further plans that go beyond just moving in together. So I feel like this is something that could take you into some kind of level of permanency beyond just living together. But we have to do the exercise of living together, yes?
Right. Okay.
All right, Monique, I hope you keep me posted. Follow my page, Sarah Spiritual, on Facebook. Be sure to like the page, follow the page, and shoot me a message. Let me know how it's going.
I will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling. Welcome. Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Lori, and Lori is in New York. Lori, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Lori. Is this your first time connecting with us?
Yes.
Okay. How did you hear about the show?
I saw you on Facebook.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us here. So, Lori,
Yeah,
oh my goodness, this year, first of all, you started off with all of us like, what the heck? But this year is also a year that you already have a lot of things getting ready to change in your life. And you're kind of clearing out a lot of old energy. And it's really a time for you to kind of fasten your seatbelt and redesign life anyhow. And then you have a pandemic on top of it. So you must be feeling a little overwhelmed right about now, Lori. Is that correct?
Yes.
And was there an idea or a thought that we were going to move, please?
Yeah, I moved. No, I'm looking to know if I should go on to be a psychic journey or not. I don't know, like, I'm mixed about it. So I want to know what my guides thought about it. Or
Okay. So, but I also feel like there's an opportunity that's going to present itself to move work or move residence. So it may not be in your planning, but that's something that's going to come up. And you want to give it some thought and consideration. Because this year represents you clearing out all the energies that no longer serve you. If friends aren't being good friends, hit the road, Jack. It's time for you to clear out the old and step into your new relationship with the universe, your new life, and the new things that you want to create for yourself, all right? And when I look at that, Lori, it makes me feel as if October is a marker in time for you where you really feel like life gets going. Now, you are asking about a psychic journey that you want to go on. Is that what you're asking about?
yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure I know what that is. Is that a actual trip or I don't know what a psychic
No, I
journey.
mean, like, I do, like, I have psychic dreams, and I'm always into psychic stuff, and I'm wanting to know if I should go down that road.
To deepen that knowledge, build that energy. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So, yes, that is something that is very aligned with you. That's someone who you've come to be. You've been connected that way. I thought you meant a psychic journey like a trip. I'm going, where's the trip? I don't know. But I see here the energy, and the energy looks to me as if since you were a little girl, you always knew who was like you liked, who you didn't like. You always had little visions. I feel like you even see spirit, and then for a while you had it shut down. Now it's kind of coming back around. And yes, it is definitely something for you to open up and use. Archangel Michael is very much around you. I feel as if you talk to Archangel Michael, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, all of that energy is very much around you, Lori. And I feel as if like you would be the perfect person to take some of our classes, our spiritual boot camp that's coming up, or candles and prayers, or our moon ritual. Because it's time for you to open up the energy in a safe environment and learn the best ways to connect and keep yourself protected, right? So when you go on that psychic journey, you want to make the right choices so you don't attract things that are going to take you off your path, right? So we want to have some information and wisdom in the journey. But I do feel like you want to be of service to others and you want to use your gifts to help others, and that is ideally who you've come to be. You're going to notice quite a bit of shifts and changes in this direction and feeling much more confident around the time of October when things really get cracking for you.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, Lori.
Because I feel somebody in my apartment, and I don't know who it is, and they're around, and I can't figure out who it is.
You mean in the energy in your apartment, yes?
Yeah.
And that would
they,
be in
they
the
pop
hall?
my water bottles, and like if I leave any empty bottle, they pop it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
No,
And
I don't know
then
who it is.
you become aware of someone in the hall near your bedroom, too. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. You see them walking by, yes?
Yes.
Male energy connected to your family. This is what they make me aware of.
Oh.
I want to place it in really in an uncle position. I really have to place it more in an uncle position than a father position. Was there an uncle that was connected to your father or your mother that passed, please?
Yes.
Okay. And you were close to him, yes?
I got close to him in the end.
Okay. I see an uncle. I see an uncle. I connected to the uncle.
Okay.
All right, my dear. Light him.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Light him a candle. Put a glass of water and light a candle, and ask him to be in peace and light, and thank him for his presence and being of assistance to you.
I will. Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you so much, Lori. Be sure to follow the page, like the page, hang out with us on our Sunday Fun Day, and ask us some more questions live online. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. I think we need to take another commercial before we come right back to answer your questions. We've got calls in Chicago. We've got calls here in Florida. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door.
For soft, rich and beautiful skin, use Beauté de Lune products. Beauté de Lune products, based on natural fruits and extracts, revitalize your skin and make you incredibly beautiful. For acne, sensitive skin, dry or oily skin, Beauté de Lune. Cleanse, moisturize and revitalize your skin with Beauté de Lune. A miracle. For your order, call us at 561-906-7466 or to our store, 2695 North Military Trail Suite 21, or visit us online at www.beautédelune.net.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Interested in relieving tension, reducing stress, and revitalizing your energy? Call reflexologist Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954 to book your session. Reflexology of the hands, face, and ears improves circulation, the functioning of the nervous system, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and leads to a glowing complexion. Experience what reflexology can do for you today. Contact Isabel Prado at 561-682-0954.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll free, worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope.
We are back here live on WWNN, show 533, live shows with all of you. I'm so happy to be stuck with all of you, and we are answering your questions all across the nation at 888-565-1470. Let's pull a question from Facebook and see how all my friends are doing on Facebook. I want to see some likes in there. Let me know I'm in. Let me know you're joining us for our spiritual prayer and candle class on Monday night. Join me for the full moon emotional ceremony we're going to be truly singing Kumbaya and releasing whatever we got to release, people, because we just want to be done with all of this. Day 4,444 of the pandemic, and we are ready to heal and move forward stronger and better and united and more aligned with God than ever. And we've got Holly Costanza Donaldson, and Holly says, hey, could you tell me who my spirit guides are or what angels are around me? You know, Holly, the first spirit guide that steps up around you is this beautiful Indian spirit guide. And this Indian spirit guide is a female energy who makes me feel as if she is responsible for the care and the well-being of the mothers and the children. Almost makes me feel like she is the doula for the birthing of the children in the family. And this is the spirit guide that steps forward. And I do see Holly Costanza Donaldson, Archangel Michael, right beside you. So thank you so much for your Facebook question. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Chicago, Chicago, a heck of a town. I got April on the line. April, how are you tonight?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing wonderfully. And how can we help you tonight?
I just have a few questions, just regarding my life and where it's leading and what's going on, what's going to happen.
Well, it's time for doors to close. And when I say that to people, people go, what does that mean? But if it ain't working, we got to be done, April. Do you hear me loud and clear?
I do.
You have been carrying people on your back like a bag of bricks. And we need to align ourselves with people who are going to be ready for this new shift. April, are you thinking of writing a book or something to empower women, please?
I actually was thinking of, I didn't think of writing a book. I was thinking of doing something to help, women. Empower
women,
people, young women.
Yeah, I see it. It's already done in the energy. Not only you're going to do it, you're going to write a book about how to do it. You're going to do it. This is your destiny. But you have fallen into the path of being an enabler, and you're carrying too many people with you, girl. How are you going to move forward if you're carrying a bunch of bricks? I don't know. But we need
to.
You can't? No, siree. You got to let it go. Absolutely let it go. So, April, I also made aware of primary partnership relationship. Things are not in flow with that. Is that true?
That's true.
And so you have choices there, too. It's either in or out. We are together but apart, disconnected, not on the same page. This is true, yes?
Yes.
And yet, you will tell people who are connected to you, they need to pick their path and not kowtow down to people who are not supporting them. And yet, look where you are, correct?
Correct.
This is the time you outline new career. This is the time you define what you want in primary partnership. You disconnect from that which no longer serves you. And of course, a kind, loving, gentle way, although you've given them many opportunities, might I say, Miss April in Chicago. And it is time for you to, when I heard your voice on the radio come through my headset, I heard, I got a new attitude. That's what I heard, because it is time for you to have a new attitude, and April ain't taking it anymore. This is your time. Start writing down how you want to empower others. Start visualizing how it's going to unfold. Ask God and the angels to assist you in the manifestation of that which you desire. Write down a plan. And when you step into 2021, you're on track for that. Work, career, finances, they're going to all work themselves out. Finances will catch up with you. You will be solid in financial matters. Now I feel we're shaky, but there will be solid ground for you to move from. That too requires an adjustment. You're fine-tuning yourself up all across the board. Close the door, open another one. You're going to have a new experience, all right?
Okay.
You're on track, my dear. You just got to make positive changes to help you. Did I answer your questions? Yes?
You answered everything that's on this paper that I wrote down except for one thing. Can I ask you about one thing?
What is that?
My mother, who's passed on.
Your mother did not have it easy. This is correct?
Correct.
And she made excuses for other people as well, yes? But your mom had a good heart. She was tough.
Yeah.
You didn't want to get on her bad side.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about... You grew up in Chicago? Yes, please? Is that where you grew up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There's something about, I don't know, it's almost like, was there a park or a tree that she loved to go by or something that really, like when she wanted to get away, she would go out somewhere outside? Does this make any
Did
sense to
she
you?
like, did she like to walk through the forest preserve?
Okay. This is how I see heaven for her. I see that energy. And I feel like you need to go back to nature and you need to sit and do that walk and you need to be and be still and connect and she'll be right there with you. Your mom was your greatest believer, yes? But you had to meet her standards as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's time to give her some flowers too. Were you thinking of doing something like that?
Yes.
Go do that. There's a birthday anniversary coming up. Yes? Your birthday just passed, but there's something coming up for her soon as well, true?
Her birthday.
Yes. Make sure you get her flowers. All is well. Thank you
I
so
will.
much for joining me. And how did you hear about the show, April?
Thank you from my auntie Yvonne McKinley.
Yvonne, yes. Well, give my love to Yvonne. Thank you. You all be well, stay safe and protected, and I look forward to connecting with you again sometime in the future. All right? Catch my page on
Absolutely. Thank you.
Facebook and follow us so you never miss anything we're up to. Thank you, April.
I'm already on it. Thank
Thank you.
you.
God bless you. Bye for now. Bye.
God bless you.
Bye. Wow, time flies here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Just want to pop up a couple of things we've got going on and coming up. We've got our spiritual power and prayers with candles coming up on Monday night, May 4th. I hope you join me. It is online. And here's the best part, everyone. It's only $7. If you want to know how a candle can be a light unto your path, then please take this class, be a part of the experience, and share with all of us. And share the page with others so that they know that they can share in this experience as well. I feel that when we center our attention and we connect with God, we, individually and collectively, can make miracles happen. And then we're looking forward to a nice full moon emotional release ceremony on Thursday, May 7th. And we're going to be doing some energetic work. We're going to be doing some healing and releasing. I'm going to be teaching you how to center your thoughts and use your energy of manifestation to release things and create new things in your life. And that is going to be on May 7th. And be sure to sign up on my website at sarahspiritual.com or somewhere here in the feed. Someone can pop the link for my newsletter so you don't miss anything, because we've got a spiritual boot camp coming up. And we are having so many great things coming up to share with all of you. Of course, we will be available online. I do have a center in West Palm Beach. Depending on when everything kind of calms down, we are going to be back at the center, and we have spiritual supplies and everything you need to enhance your spiritual practice. But for now, we're just doing some curbside pickup. Visit sarahspiritual.com. I want to thank you all for participating in the show. Thank you for your Facebook participation, all your calls. Thank you for sharing almost 11 full years with me. It's always an honor, and we're always surprised by what Spirit has to give us and all the comfort that Spirit offers us. Thank you so much for everyone who assists us on this journey. I truly appreciate you, and don't let fear get you. Trust that you have the power within to discern what is the best thing for you. Remember, your angels are with you, your guides are with you. Our ancestors have paved the way, and we will never be forsaken by God. So just trust that this too shall pass, and that all will be well. God bless you, and you define your new normal. Stay well. Good night, and I am Sarah Spiritual.
There's a light that shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in next week for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinion